Hello everyone, I'm aMayesingstudios. Welcome back to another Persona 4 Arena Ultimax episode. Today we're going to just be working on Chapter 2. There's two Chapter 2s, so I don't know which is which here. But we're gonna just go to the clues, I guess, and kind of figure that out there. So let's get started. The clock's ticking echoes through the room, and I look up from the file I hold. It seems I yearn for some mental stimulation to distract me from the sheer volume of information I'm attempting to process. We want auto-read. But when I look up, all that's before me are the tall stacks of files I brought in from the reference room. Even when I cooperated with the investigation as a detective, I'd only been in this room a few times. They must have ushered me into the drawing room on the highest floor of Inaba Station today in order to send a message. Don't draw attention to yourself. I lower my hat to rest my eyes and spend some time thinking back on the conversation I had a short while ago.
I see. In other words, nothing suspicious is apparent in the current Kirijo group.
Correct. There are no factors that would necessitate detouring Mitsuru Kirijo or the shadow operatives which she leads.
The man holding my report falls silent, pondering something. His reaction shows that he most likely foresaw what sort of report I'd hand in. The well-dressed man before me belongs to the National Police Agency's Security Bureau's Security Planning Division, or in brief form, the Public Safety Police. It was he who requested the undercover investigation into Mitsuru-san's shadow operatives.
Mitsuru Kirijo seemed to have some idea who stole her cargo, yes?
She did indeed. To begin with, the culprit knew the contents of the cargo which even Miss Kirijo herself did not fully understand. It follows that the culprit in this case was someone with intimate knowledge of the Kirijo group's dark secrets.
That's not what I wanted.
How Mitsuru Kirijo deals with this culprit will surely shed more light upon her true motives.
Half of that is true, and half is sophistry. I need to discover the trump card that public safety is hiding. For most likely, that trump card will lead us to the culprit of this case, the one who stole Labrys and threw her into the TV world. After a moment of silence, the man places a stack of thick folders before me. If he had prepared this in advance, that means he was weighing his options. He knows of my intentions, yet he must have made the decision that what they stand to gain is worth the risk.
Report to us again when you find out more.
With that, the man leaves the room. It seems my gamble paid off.
Whether I find out more or not, it's certain that something will happen.
Labrys' kidnapper hasn't been caught and the case is ongoing. Even now, there may be developments somewhere. My friends on the investigation team must be having a strategy meeting at that food court around now. Though it's been a while since any of us have seen you, so the conversation may have already digressed. Sighing, I force aside the twinge of loneliness and drop my gaze to the file that my gamble won.
The Kirijo Ergonomics Research Laboratory. An organization specializing in research upon shadows.
What I demanded of public safety was an investigative document on a Kirijo Group Research Institute which no longer exists. The founder of that institute was Mitsuru-san's grandfather, Katsu Kirijo. The contents of that report were filled with matters that were hard to believe. The Dark Hour, a different world populated by shadows that seems to intrude on the real world. The mysterious, almost alien artifacts known as plumes of dusk that can induce a personality. Humanoid robots called anti-shadow suppression weapons that were developed to oppose shadows. Artificial persona users who gain their abilities with special drugs. Had I not seen Igus and Labrys with my own two eyes, the supernatural contents of this file would seem ludicrously implausible.
A flood of shadows and the manifestation of personas. There are many similarities to what we experienced. The chief difference is that their catastrophe was artificially induced in the name of research.
I sense an unwavering commitment to duty from Mitsuru and her team. Though they, like us, are persona users, the horrors in this file must be why I detected a very different type of resolve from them.
I hesitate to look into such matters without their consent, but I doubt they would volunteer much.
From what I can deduce based on this, the culprit in Labrys's case is without a doubt related to Kirijo and Ergo research, the clue that leads to the truth that has to be here. And if by chance something were to happen to Mitsuru and her people, we would need to know more about our common enemy.
Shuji Ikutsuki took the position of chairman at Gekkokan High after Ergo research was disbanded. Mitsuru-san went there, deceased in 2009. Cause of death, falling from the school's observatory. Was it suicide? No listed family.
There's no other information in regards to him in the document I gained from public safety. The simplicity of the section in regards to this Shuji Ikutsuki, an obviously important person, oddly left an impression on me. I'm so bad with their names, I completely forgot how they pronounce them. I finished reading over the material, but to be honest, it tells me little. Most of the principals involved are already deceased, including Katsu Kirijo, Shuji Ikutsuki, and the persona users whose abilities were artificially awakened. Still, I do learn something. The culprit's objective in Labrys's case has similarities to the purpose of Ergo research. To deliberately gather shadows in order to fuse them together. If that was the objective, wouldn't the TV world have been an ideal place for a test run?
It may be best if I check inside of the TV world once more.
When I open my cell phone to share my findings, scant through they may be, I notice that the hour is late. It's almost the next day.
It's a bit late to call them. Which reminds me, I think I heard thunder earlier. Could it have rained?
That world rained gives me a pause. During the incident with Labrys, the Midnight Channel was broadcasting again. If her case is truly ongoing, does that mean it could come on tonight? A bad feeling crosses my mind.
A call at this hour? From an unknown number. Hello.
I got through. Miss Detective? Wait, no. Naoto-kun, right?
That voice. Is that you, Labrys? What's the matter?
Listen up, because we got a big problem. Mitsuru-san and the others were on their way to Inaba, but they've gone missing.
Missing?
So we were gonna go look for them, but these weird guys came barging into the Shadow Operatives lab. I'm the only one who got out.
The Shadow Operatives Research Lab was attacked. Could it be the enemy? No, that's not it. This is most likely...
Labrys, calm down. Can you describe anything unique about the people who invaded your headquarters?
Unique? They came in a big group. They wore suits. They showed this paper-looking thing, and they said something about an investigation.
Just as I thought, public safety. I had my suspicions, but there can be no mistake. Though the Kirijo Group and Public Safety are formally in cooperation, Public Safety privately has a low opinion of the Shadow Operatives. Hence their request that I perform an undercover investigation. They must have found out about Mitsuru's disappearance and used it as an opportunity to launch a compulsory investigation. But Mitsuru's disappearance, could it really be related to Public Safety's move? Labrys said a moment ago that Mitsuru and her people were headed to Inaba. Why? While I think carefully, sorting through this new information, I ask Labrys for more details.
I understand. What's your present situation?
I can't go back to the lab, right? Even if I could, I wouldn't know what to do without Mitsuru-san around. But then I found out the Shadow Operatives got these special folks who only get called up in emergencies. I just met up with them a minute ago, and we're about to go look for Mitsuru-san and them.
Understood. I'll cooperate as well. I'm sure the others won't say no either. We'll all try searching for Mitsuru-san.
Really? Thanks.
Labrys, there's something else I'd like to ask. Why was Mitsuru-san headed for Inaba?
If I remember right, they found a weird shadow reading over there, so they were gonna go look into it.
A weird shadow reading?
An abnormal shadow reading is detected in Inaba, and Mitsuru and her people go missing when they head out to investigate. Even if this is unrelated to the public safety matter, I can't overlook this detail. Mitsuru and her people are persona users, and extremely skilled ones at that. If they are in a situation with no means of contacting help, then whatever enemy they face must be formidable. And the first such enemy who comes to mind is the culprit who kidnapped Labrys and forced us to fight in the P1 Grand Prix.
She said the reading spiked all of a sudden. Did something happen over there?
Nothing springs to mind. Oh, sorry, hold on a moment.
Oh my goodness. I checked the clock on the wall of the drawing room. It's almost midnight. If there was an abnormal shadow reading, the Midnight Channel could be involved. I need to find a room with a TV.
I'm sorry, but let's continue this on the move. We should meet up at the very least. Actually, is that a helicopter I hear in the background?
Yeah, I'm surprised you can tell. We have a maid piloting one right now.
A personal helicopter and a maid piloting it. I never thought of my family as poor, but thinking back to that limousine, the Kirijo clan seems to be on a completely different level.
Let me think of a place where a helicopter could land around here.
As I continue to talk while walking down the hallway, all the lights suddenly turn off. Though it is midnight, this is a police station. There should be several officers still stationed here, even at this hour. However, in defiance of these facts, an unnatural stillness pervades the air.
A blackout.
No, that's not it. The roaring helicopter rotors on the other end of the line have also fallen silent.
Labrys?
My cell phone has gone dead, as if the batteries were drained. I try a few things, but it won't even turn on. Have all the electronics here stopped working so suddenly? I open a nearby door to get a better look at my environment. The empty room is hastily lit by an eerie red glow coming from the window. Walking to get a clearer view, I gasp at the sight outside. An obvious pall has fallen upon this quiet, rural town.
Red fog?
Seeing the town enveloped in fog, I can't help but remember last year's case. With the foreboding feeling that the situation has taken a turn for the worse, I quickly leave the strangely empty Nineveh station. Yippee! Okay. And then I have to do this one. I raise one arm towards the mirror-lined wall and close my eyes. In my mind, I see a stage in the hazy shadow of a band. Glow sticks of all different colors shine in the packed seats. I'm looking at them from my mark, indicated with a spot of fluorescent paint. The moment the countdown hits 0, a spotlight comes on. I reach towards the flooding light and become one with the stage.
Say hello. You gotta say goodbye to 1,000 lies, yeah. Shout friends, just those words you really mean. And let your voice be heard all over the world. Stand up when you hear a knock on the door. It's me, come on out. Get ready for your true story.
Cool. As I calm my breathing and look towards the clock to check how long the performance took me, I see where its two hands are pointing, jolting me back to reality in a hurry.
Oh crap! I didn't take my bike today. I wonder if I can make the last train. Night, everyone. I'm off for today.
I hurriedly adjust the people I pass as I fly out of the studio. After a mad dash to Okuna Station, I barely make it into the stop train.
Made it.
I take a breather as the train slowly pulls out. The last train on a holiday is usually pretty empty, so I sit in an open seat and get my tunes from my back. There's a new song on there they just gave me this afternoon. Today felt so long for some reason.
It's gotten a lot later than we expected. Are you still okay on time?
You didn't have to give me a lift, you know. I'd have been fine.
That's not the issue. Come on, I'm your manager.
The reason Inoue seems so happy is because of the news we got earlier. When our president called us back to the office from the shoot today, we were greeted with a new song from me and a detailed plan for my comeback.
Still, I had no idea that the boss was putting together such a detailed plan for your comeback.
Well, I'm grateful and all, but I just don't think I'm ready yet.
That's not true. We've all seen how hard you've been working. You're much stronger than you were. I think the boss is making the right decision.
Are you just flattering me, Inoue-san?
Never intentionally. You sang that new song we gave you today after just a short lesson. You even memorized the dance steps in record time.
I wasn't any good, though. I got distracted by the steps and kept going off key. And I wasn't hitting the turns cleanly. I've still got a long way to go.
It's true, even as far as discussion on my comeback goes, if Inoue hadn't come up with an excuse for why he couldn't get in contact with me until yesterday, the plans could have been sunk.
Rise-chan, did something happen?
Huh?
I know that there's a part of your life you won't let me into, and that's okay. An idol doesn't need to tell her manager everything. But there's a difference between keeping things private and isolating yourself. You asked if you could get some days off during the long holiday, right? And you didn't seem too keen on today's session either. Did you have some other engagement in mind?
No, you're just cutting me too much slack.
Ugh.
Thanks, though. It's nothing to do with work. But there was something that made me realize how powerless I am.
So many people are supporting me for my comeback, but no matter how much I throw myself into rehearsals, all I can think about is how I was nothing but a burden in the incident yesterday.
Rise-chan?
I'm okay. Were you worried I'd quit again? I'm still set on getting back into showbiz, once I shake off the rust from my hiatus.
I can tell that much from watching you practice. Still, maybe you need a breather.
Huh?
The publisher consulted me about maybe rescheduling the photo shoot. When I told them doing it later would be problematic since you're still a student, they decided to reschedule for another time. So, take a nice break tomorrow.
Inoue-san.
But things will be busy after the long holiday. The success of your comeback project is on the line here.
I really appreciate it. Can you let me off at Okina Station today? If I have tomorrow off, I want to stop by the studio and practice a little more.
Huh? But wouldn't it be late by the time you're done? Why don't I take you straight home?
There's not enough room at home. Please? I'll go straight home after I practice a little.
Well, alright. But don't push yourself too hard, okay?
I won't. Actually, though, you shouldn't coddle me so much either. Okay, Inoue-san?
Through the train window, I can see the countryside with only a few lights here and there. The train was empty to begin with, and it only gets emptier as we approach the final stop.
A long holiday, huh?
This holiday was supposed to cap off with just work and rehearsals. Even when I heard you was coming back, I was the one who decided not to change my plans. When I told the others, they said stuff like, "Oh well, work's work, and hang in there." Anji was the only one who acted like a kid, saying, "What's more important to you, your work or senpai?"
That reminds me. Naoto-kun had to work during the holidays too.
I bet Naruto wouldn't get all indecisive about these things. When I sign and take out my cell, I notice I have an email.
Oh, it's from Yukiko-senpai.
It's a summary of what the investigation team talked about today and the time we're meeting tomorrow.
Junes at 6 a.m.? That's early. I bet some of those guys are gonna be late for sure.
I laugh, but it quickly turns into a sigh. I have tomorrow off thanks to Inoue, and while I'm happy I get to see everyone, I'm a little bummed out too. I couldn't do anything during that incident. I don't remember anything else about that day after I finished shopping for dinner at June's. When I came to, I was already in the announcement room in the TV world under the surveillance of General Teddy. In the end, it turned out that General Teddy was Labra's shadow taking on Teddy's form. The Shadow was holding this event called the P1 Grand Prix and forcing my senpai to fight each other in it. Since I was captured, they used my voice and likeness to goad everyone into hurting each other. I thought I sounded cool saying I had work, but I got kidnapped, imprisoned, and watched them use my face and voice to confuse everyone.
At this rate, I can barely face Senpai and the others.
You will be going back tomorrow. I think about Fuka, who had such tremendous powers that she could help Mitsuru's group by describing what was going on in the TV world even from outside. I wish I could be that useful.
The next stop is Yaso Inaba. Yaso Inaba.
What the? That was a weird place to cut the announcement off. All of a sudden, all the lights in the train turn off, and the train that had already begun to slow down to its last stop grinds to a halt.
Oh no! A blackout?
I look out the window to check. A huge red moon dominates the sky, and in the direction the train was heading, there looks to be a giant red cocoon. Is that fog?
What is that? Inaba's that way.
I turn around. There's no one in the train. They've all disappeared. The train car was pretty empty, but I'm positive I wasn't the only passenger before.
No way. What's going on? Oh, right, my cell.
Thinking I might be able to find something out if I contact someone, I look at the phone I'm still holding after checking my email. But it seems to have turned off by itself. Since the screen remains black, no matter how many times I press the power button, it won't turn on.
It's broken? Of all the times. Guys, you senpai.
Apart from the confusion, a sensation I know all too well starts to rise in me. I can't believe it, but there's no mistake.
This feeling. It can't be. It's like I'm inside the TV.
I'm moving before I can think twice. I yank open the door using the emergency lever and jump out onto the tracks. I begin running toward the Yashinaba train station. Now is not the time to stay and cower here. Cool. Lot of talking on this one. 11% done though.
Damn it, it's not turning on. The streetlights are all out too. What in the world's going on here?
The midnight channel came on again. I called up you and all of a sudden my cell's gone completely dead. What in the world is happening now? I decided to rush to the floodplain for the time being, but there's not a single soul out in the red fog apart from Teddy, who's running right next to me. Isn't this pretty dangerous?
There's no one around. Am I gonna be all alone with Yosuke for the rest of my life? No! Why couldn't I be stuck with a beautiful lady?
I could say the same thing about you. Anyways, we need to get to Juness right now. Let's go.
We're going to Juness? Such devotion to your company in a crisis.
That's not why we're going, moron. Someone from the team's bound to be there now. Whenever anything happened, we always met up there. So if we can't get in contact with anyone, that's the first place to go, right?
Oh, I see. Then Sensei, Chie-chan, Yuki-chan, and even Kanji are probably on their way right now.
Actually, I could imagine Kanji going straight into the TV world instead.
I mean, that guy went into the TV while he was half asleep. It wouldn't surprise me a bit if the first thing he thought was, I better go into the TV right away.
Still, what was up with that midnight channel earlier? I've never heard of it starting before midnight. And what's up with the countdown? This isn't New Year's Eve.
It's a good thing we were in front of the TV. If we missed it, the world could have ended without us even knowing.
Dude, don't even say stuff like that.
If I'm remembering right, he said something about a one-on-one battle within an hour, and then there was that short shot of Mitsuru and her people up on crosses.
Was that video for real? I doubt Mitsuru-san's bunch would get caught that easily.
Crucifying a lady like that is unforgivable. Yosuke, let's hurry and meet up with everyone so we can go rescue Michan.
Right. You're really fired up about this, aren't you?
And then, I'm gonna get a thank you kiss from the lovely ladies.
That's what you're after. How much of a horn dog can one bear be?
Huh? Don't you like Mitchan's amazing bod too, Yosuke?
Well, who wouldn't be interested? Hey, where are you going with this?
But to be serious for a sec, that lady's way too intense for me. It's not that she just pulls off the queen thing to a T. She totally is one. No, wait, now it's not the time to be fantasizing about that stuff.
Ugh! Don't stop all so suddenly. I don't have bear brakes, you know.
Teddy's saying something stupid again, but I don't have time to deal with it. I turned to Teddy and mentioned the doubt that hit me just now.
Hey, is this fog getting thicker?
It's not just my imagination. The visibility's way worse than when we rushed out of the house. This red fog is definitely getting thicker. This is starting to be way too much like last year's case. Then again, the fog that time wasn't red like this.
Yikes, can't you cover your mouth when you sneeze? What's gotten into you?
My nose got itchy all of a sudden. I'm very sorry.
Just hurry up and wipe your nose.
By the way, Yosuke.
What now?
I hope it's just my imagination, but was this road always this long?
Huh?
Despite myself and take a quick look around, I was so caught up in the moment that I didn't notice, but why are we running on and on down the floodplain? I can't see too well through the fog, but I don't remember the floodplain going on this long. And what little I can see in the distance looks distorted, like we're in the TV world. I'm really getting a bad feeling about all of this.
Hey, Yosuke?
What now?
I've been having this bad feeling all this time. Can I share this scary feeling with you too?
What's with the creepy buildup? Just hurry up and say it.
We're outside the TV world right now, right? But this place smells the same.
The same as where?
Well, the same as inside the TV.
Huh? Seriously?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Look, my bare nose is itching up a storm.
Your nose? That's right. Does that mean you can tell where everyone is?
I can kinda tell, but this fog is so thick that it's, achoo!
God, don't turn towards me when you're sneezing. You're sure that's not just allergies?
How rude! I don't have any allergies. My nose has been feeling so itchy that...
Yeah, what a reliable nose you have. Damn it, gotta find everyone somehow. With the town all messed up, even that might be impossible.
If the town's really become like the TV world, then I doubt this road leads to Juness at all. There doesn't seem to be a soul in town. With things like this, are the others really safe?
What now?
Here it comes! My Teddy sensors are picking up something!
I don't know what he picked up, but Teddy begins running down the riverbank. Wait, what the heck's he doing running ahead all by himself? I hurriedly follow him into the riverbed.
You still haven't told me what... Huh? Is someone coming?
Sorry about the wait.
You? How did you get here?
Yosuke, hold on a sec!
Huh? Not now, Teddy. I'm glad you're safe, you.
Of course. So you're with Teddy after all.
Huh? Well, yeah. You're acting kind of strange. What's going on?
What worthless vermin who can't survive without huddling together.
Huh?
It's your shadow! With this vermin, something's not right. He doesn't seem his usual self. In the last P1 Grand Prix, there were times when the other person was hearing something different than what we said. But that was because Labrys' special function was messing with our senses. Could the same thing be happening here?
Yosuke, no! That's not Sensei! He has a strong, shadowy stink!
What?
The you here smirks in a totally evil way. Yeah, Teddy's right. This guy definitely isn't you.
It's too late. Now, bring on the rain.
Whoa! What the...
When this thing that looks like you raises his hand in the air, 4 glowing red pillars drop from the sky around us, lodging themselves in the ground. Teddy has to roll backwards on instinct to avoid getting crushed by one of them. Nice.
I'm gonna die! Teddy, are you okay?
I try to rush over to him, but in the corner of my eye, I see one of the red pillars give off an eerie glow.
Ow!
The next moment, I ran right into an invisible wall. That really hurt. I feel like my nose is gonna fall off. This is another thing that's just like the P1 Grand Prix the other day.
Huh? You really don't learn, do you, Yosuke? This is the P1, so obviously the rule is that only the winner can move on. Now, it's about to begin. The first battle of the P1 climax. Is everyone ready?
You again? Yosuke, the fake Teddy's back! You're General Teddy? Seriously? But you were just Labrys's...
What are you talking about? You're such a grown ranger, Yosuke. It doesn't matter who I am. Continue this idle speculation, and you'll lose your life rather quickly.
This isn't good. I sense something and instinctively dive to the side. After I do a quick roll on the hard ground, I hurry to get back on my feet. I look back to where I was standing to see the sword you swung hitting that exact spot. Holy shit, if that had hit me, I would have been practically dead.
Bastard! What was that for?
There's only one thing that happens in the P1. So hurry and draw your weapon, Yosuke.
What are you saying? You seem a lot like you. I can't tell if you're being tricked or not.
Yosuke, there's no need to worry. What you're looking at now isn't Sensei. It's a complete fake that I made. So now that there's no need to hold back, go fight it!
A fake?
That's right! What really draws in the crowds at a fighting tournament are chaotic, intense, neck-and-neck battles! So the great General Teddy went to the trouble of ginning up shadows to settle things with you guys.
He made this thing. Yikes, the U here looks exactly like the real deal. Where did General Teddy learn that trick? Wait a second, even before that wasn't General Teddy, just another form of Labrys's shadow. But Labrys already accepted her shadow and made it her persona. This doesn't make any sense.
What's the matter? You're supposed to be all about fair and square fights. Why won't you hurry up and start this mano-a-mano rumble?
As General Teddy speaks, the fake you readies his sword. Damn, he really is just like the real one.
You're seriously a fake? You're pretty well made.
Of course I am. I was born from your data. My skills are the same. In fact, they are superior. Or are you incapable of doing anything without your friends, Captain Masantamo?
Oh, you just had to take a jab at my painful memories, didn't you? But I get it now. Since I know you're a fake, there's no need to hold back.
You'll regret acting all gallant like that. Persona.
Cool.
What in the world? How did a fake sensei summon a real persona?
Whoa, for real?
Dude, that's so not fair. Aren't you supposed to be limited to summoning personas in the TV world? I have a sharp retort all prepared, but no matter how I look at it, I am at a disadvantage here. Wait, but hold on, Teddy just said this place smells the same as inside the TV. Could that mean...
Yosuke, you have to run! Hurry!
Stay back, Teddy. If this seriously is a P1, then we won't be able to go on unless I win. With what's happened to the town, this is no time for hesitating. I'm gonna take a chance and go for it.
I close my eyes and concentrate on my feelings. There's no doubt about it, I sense a large power somewhere inside me, and hone in on it with my senses. I have to believe in myself. There's a part of me somewhere that's determined not to run anymore. I will defeat this guy and go tell everyone what's going on.
Come, Persona!
Okay, I'm actually fighting. I don't really know how to play this game. So this is gonna be interesting.
Final.
I don't know what I'm doing. Ow. How do I... Oh. I don't know what I'm doing! I don't know what I'm doing. Fuck! Shit. How do I block? Ah, what the fuck? Damn.
That's no good.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do this for everyone.
Final.
Oh, hold on.
Your best
Oh
is a
my god.
representative of Juness.
Oh my god. I don't know. Oh god. No. Ah! Dude! I don't... Does he heal? Or am I just that bad? I don't know what I'm doing. Jesus! Am I just taking damage? I think I'm just doing so much damage. I don't know what I'm doing. This is bad. I don't know what buttons are doing what. I don't know what. Dude. And this isn't fucking... I'm not hitting him. I'm not hitting him at all. Kill him! Kill him! Jesus, there we go. Fucking hell. My god, I was so bad.
Ha! I win.
I was so bad. The moment I declare victory over the fake you, the red pillars surrounding us shatter with a tingling noise. If the P1 rules still apply, that must mean that the invisible walls are gone now. But man, even though he's a fake, it was pretty tiring to fight another Persona user. Every time I clashed with him, my muscles were burning up. My eyes still feel like they're prickling. Huh, am I that out of shape?
Yosuke! I believed in you!
No, you didn't. As if pushing away the red frog, Teddy comes rushing towards me with a tear-stained face and a dripping nose. I open my arms and reflexively dodge him.
Yosuke?
Dude, what did you expect? You were practically soaking in fog, tears, and snot. I pretend not to notice his offended look and try to come up with something else to talk about.
Well, fake you. Are you... Ah! Whoa!
Am I still there? When I turn around, the fake hue starts to melt into black goop before my eyes. The surreal sight leaves me at a loss for words, but not Teddy.
Ah! Sensei's melted like butter! Dude, that wasn't the real you. Though this is kind of a gross way to prove it.
Even as we speak, the fake you bubbles up and continues to melt away. I guess they weren't lying when they said this fake was made with a shadow. Still, just because it's a fake doesn't change the fact that it looks like you. Seeing it dissolve like that makes me feel a little sick.
Huh?
Once the fake you completely loses its shape, becoming just a black puddle, these particles of light float up from it into the sky.
What was that?
Hey, Yosuke, and that was a shadow, not Sensei, right?
Yeah, seems like. The real you, I'm pretty sure, wouldn't melt into goo like that.
That's true, but,
What is it? You're being really cagey today.
Labby-chan's kidnapper said he wanted to steal our personas and make them into shadows, right? Do you think Sensei's persona got stolen and became that thing you fought?
What? Like hell that would happen. Wait, it wouldn't, right?
Don't ask me, I asked you first.
No, that's impossible. There's no way to go down so fast. But that fake was really strong, and the way it fought did seem a lot like the real you.
Anyway, we gotta hurry and find the others. This whole thing is making me more and more nervous. And man, suddenly I can use my persona in the real world? What's happening to this town?
Huh?
What's up?
I smelled the real Sensei. And from the other direction, I'm sniffing... Oh, it's Yuki-chan!
Really? Can you smell the other guys too?
No, just those two. Actually, this might not be good. I sense shadows real close to both of them.
What? Damn it. Well, we're gonna have to split up. We need to make sure everyone's safe first. After that, we can meet up at Juness. I'm sure you won't get lost with that nose of yours.
Alrighty then. In that case, it's time to fully open up my bare nostrils. Roar! Wait for me, Yuki-chan! Your teddy is coming for you!
Hey, wait! You didn't tell me where you is!
Roar! Yuki-chan!
Damn it, you perverted bear! You are so getting a pay cut for this!
So true. Cool. I think that's a good place to stop. Okay, cool. Nice. Alright. Cool. I will save that for the next episode. Getting pretty far, 15% already. Yeah, that was the first actual fight that we had. That went decent. Yeah, wow, there's a lot to go, though. So, all of this, and then... Alright, cool. Well, we'll look at that later, then. I'm assuming these are battles? Okay. The CPU will fight for you when auto mode is on. Oh! I kind of like that, because I'm assuming that it will just... Huh, okay. Well, that's good to know. So I can actually have a computer fight for me. Okay.
Persona 4 Arena Ultimax.
Yep. Cool. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.